All right, good morning, breeders. We're gonna try something a little bit different today. I got this microphone, never used it before, so we're gonna trial it on you guys. Trial it for the Facebook Live today, guys. I have my phone set up on a tripod. I'm gonna try to push the birds out like I do every morning, and see if you guys can just see it from a different angle. As you can see, we got the bobs, the door. That's where I push the birds out every morning. So I'll let you guys see just the whole process from start to finish, from right here. And then maybe next time I'll do it, hold my phone and walk through the actual loft and do it that way, just so you guys can see different angles of it. I think that this thing should be hooked up and working, so I'm going to try to, as I'm walking through the loft, talk through kind of what I'm doing, what stage I'm doing. Hopefully it'll all just come through and you guys can hear it, and then you guys can see how the birds are. I have Gunner down here. Everybody say hi to Gunner and congratulate him for graduating high school. He did it. He did it yesterday, so congratulations to Gunner. And then I'll call Gunner up here. He'll come help me push him out of the aviary, and then he'll just stand here just in case, if I'm in the loft. If a hawk decides to show up or something, that's just the routine that we have over here, guys. We take that pretty seriously, just because they can mess us up pretty bad. So I'm going to get going on that, and like I said, I'll talk it through, and we'll give you guys some different angles as we go here. Make sure I can see, you guys can see good. Okay. All right, so the first thing I always do is I'll grab their water, and I'll move that outside first because I use that to prop the door open. So we'll kick their water out. We'll prop this. And then I open these bobs right here so they can walk out the trap or the door. And then I will open up their inside traps. I have these covers, these doors that drop down over the traps, just in case something were to get in the loft at night. They won't be able to actually get in next to the pigeons. So we'll open those up. Then what I'll do is I'll come around outside this other aviary over here, and I'll open this side door. Now, I don't know if you guys can see with that camera angle this door where I'm at right now, but I'm opening this side aviary door. So we'll get this open. And then I'll start pushing birds out of the rooms. So right now there's a lot of pigeons in the aviary, so they'll probably start trickling out toward the big aviary. And again, I'm inside the rooms right now pushing birds out, so I can't see all of that, which is why it's important for Gunner to be in position. So as I'm moving birds right now, I am closing the doors behind me, so that way they don't just go from one room to the next. So at this point, you guys should hopefully be seeing pigeons coming out onto the landing board. They should be trickling out of the aviary and the trap system from the inside of the loft. So it takes a minute to get through all of them. There's always that one extra bird. So when I get done with the first half, where the main traps are, we drop the boxes back down. So that's what I'm doing now, so the birds can't trap back into the loft. And then I have a hallway door right here that I'll close off so the birds can't get back to that main section. So we kind of get them all into a tighter spot here. And like I said, guys, I'll do another video next time where I actually walk around holding the camera so you guys can see it from this angle. You have a better idea of what I'm talking about here. All right, so I have all the birds out of the rooms, all the birds pushed into this side aviary. So now I'll close this door on the aviary loft, and then I'm pushing all these birds from one aviary into the big aviary where they'll come out. All right, so now every bird is in the main aviary. So I'll close everything back up on this side. I'll come back through the main space, and then Gunner will come up and he'll help me ease the birds out of the aviary. And at this point now we're both in the aviary, so we'll be able to see if anything, happens. Hey Gunner, you can come up, buddy. So Gunner will come in nice and slow, and then he'll just get on the other side of the birds over here. And we'll just kind of get on both sides of them, and we'll just ease them real nice and slow toward the middle of the loft, and we'll let it be their idea to go out. So we'll kind of just ease them toward the middle, and then if sometimes have a couple that fly over your head, and then we'll just go back and get those extra ones. All of these pigeons have been out, I think, at least twice now with this current group. All right, now you can get the other side of those again. So after we get the main group out, we'll go turn around and do it again with the last couple. And sometimes you got to do it 20 times for just a handful of pigeons. And then you'll see, guys, there's already birds that want to come trap right back in immediately. And that's okay. What we'll probably do today is when we get all these birds out is we'll put the bath fans up. Hey, Gunner, walk toward this way, buddy, and put the flag on this side. Just kind of ease them in. All right, and I think I have one more bird behind me. So Gunner, go ahead and stand right in front of these traps. And this bird likes to fly, so he's going to probably want to just fly back and forth. So sometimes it's easier to just grab the extra last pigeon and Gunner grab 2 bath pans and set them up in front of these traps. So what we'll do today, guys, being that these guys have already been out several times, is we'll actually put the bath pans, put the face of it in front of the trap, and we'll close the door, and we'll let them stay out here just for a little bit. We'll kind of force them out for a minute, and that way they overcome any fears. That way they don't just trap right back in immediately. and that'll be good. And that, hey Gunner, that Beretta is in that load room just in case you need it. Guys, I'll come in and check the phone. You guys can give me a thumbs up or thumbs down if this microphone is working. Trying to do things a little bit different over here. If you guys don't mind, give me some feedback if you guys have been able to hear everything I've been saying. All right. So all the birds are out. Birds can't trap back right in. And we'll do that for them for just a little bit here. Okay, cool. Good to see that the camera's working for the microphone. So we'll do that for a little while, guys. Won't do it for super long. We'll let the birds kind of, like I said, just kind of overcome that initial objection, if you will, of wanting to be outside of the loft. And then in a little bit here, we'll move them bath fans away. We'll let them trap in if they want to. That's no problem. But being that I think this is at least the third time every bird has been out. So we'll let them get over that hump. And then we'll get ready to do it again with the next group. Cool, man. That's a $20 microphone from Walmart. So glad to see that it's crystal clear. We'll see how long it lasts. Birds are doing very, very well, guys. Might be able to just set the tripod up here. Well, I guess it's probably not better if I just hold it. It's a very, very nice morning out, guys. We haven't had great weather around here lately, so it's like a treat. Dan's a little over a week ago. Those birds are probably in the trap training group now because we just implemented last week's birds. So if they're a little over a week ago, then they'd be doing the trap training. Guys, the settling process has been going very, very well. This is by far our best year. This is year 3. By far the best year as far as settling and health, by far. Very little stress on the birds. And I've said it a bunch, but we just haven't had any birds of prey or anything yet either. And that makes a major difference, especially from a settling standpoint. One bad day with a hawk really push these birds. Guys, I'm going to not make a super long video because I just have a lot of work to do, a lot of chores to get done. We have birds to process, intakes, so we got to do it all simultaneously. We got to train the birds, loft fly the birds, and implement the new birds. So there is work to be done, but I do want to keep all you guys involved and in the loop with the process here. And as I work with the new pigeons, we will let Gunner hold security, as I like to call it, on your current birds that are here. Maybe we can get some close-ups again. You guys can see the molt coming in a little bit thicker with on that neck right there. I'm going to walk down here one more time, see if the birds want to come off the landing board. Man, I saw that big shadow of that pigeon come through, and I didn't like that. That one got me a little concerned there. Need to have John come over and give me a cut. Yeah. I don't mow all that over here. I just really just mow the front and in front of the loft. Guys, a lot of people are asking me. We've had a lot of viewers lately that are not in the pigeon sport, which is awesome. But a lot of people are asking me about our 5-gallon water jugs. You see that sign right there that says Seagulls? Seagulls Pigeon Supply, right here in Jeanerette, Louisiana. What you do is you just buy one of their grit feeders, and you have to buy the big one with the big base, and I'll show you. If you're in the pigeon sport, I'm sure you know exactly what these are. But that base right there on that water, that's a big grit feeder. And then you just get those standard big blue 5-gallon water jugs. I call them office water jugs. Think what you'd see in like a corporate office or something with those little paper cups. Buy one of those from Walmart, and then it just acts as a gravity feeder. You just fill it up, put whatever you need in it for supplements or whatever, and flip it over and set it on top, and then you're done. I'll do a video on that one day too. Very simple. But when you have a lot of birds, guys, definitely makes sense to have those. If you don't have a lot of birds, you don't need anything that big, just because you should be changing their water out at a minimum every 24 hours, especially if you're putting anything in it. But we change the water out several times a day here, at least twice. We just keep it good and fresh. And right now we're only filling up halfway at a time. just because of the volume of birds that we have right here. We just, like I said, we just change it out multiple times a day. So, and we like to keep that Primalac, guys. We use that Primalac heavily here, and that gets activated once it's put in the water. So we don't like it just sitting in there all day. The birds are very active, guys. Lots of energy, lots of activity. Can't wait till they start getting up and flying. But they feel phenomenal. That's a new bird right there that just got implemented, that saddle. So he's exploring. That bird's only been out a couple times. I say he, looks like a she. What, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I'm not sure who that is. Nah, I'm sure my wife. I'm sure my wife knows. But guys, that's what I have for you this morning. I'm gonna jump off. Gotta call my wife real quick, and we gotta get back to work over here, guys. Y'all have a good morning. All right. You guys holler at me if you need something. It's Wednesday, so if you have birds, we're definitely ready for them over here. All right, guys, we appreciate you.